Virtually every video I make, I think, is the most important video I've ever made. And I think today's is kind of a change in the way I'm looking at things, and China, the change is the way I'm looking at the Best of Us Investors tribe. And that is to say that our investment community, our corporate structure has changed so much that we are dominated by these five, six, seven major companies. And rather than, I explained in the past that the financial structure has changed, that companies no longer work hard to put forth a new idea and grow a following and then create an IPO to gain capital to take that next step growth. Instead, big money comes in, investors come in and feed the company, and they get the advantage of the growth before it goes public. So what I saw happen over this weekend and then this morning, where Microsoft came in and bought TikTok as a result of a political situation. And then this morning I saw that Google came in and bought 6.6% of ADT, and ADT, which was about an $8 stock, went up at one point 100% this morning, and it looks like it's going to settle somewhere between 60 and 80% up today. And what they were doing is Google wants to be in the smart home business. They have the Google voice activated system, and then they have Next, which was a company that they went out and bought, and now they want to enhance their security systems. And I think what it is, I think the Next thing was kind of a self-contained, whereas ADT is more of a local organization that comes out and does the installation, which would take security up to a new level. Well, my question was, why didn't I see that? Why didn't I see that coming? I know that the two real growth areas in the next 3 years is going to be smart homes and smart health. So why didn't I see that Google was going to buy ADT? And I think the answer is I'm not in that field. I'm not part of that it would become apparent to me. Now, what I do think is, though, that within our tribe, the Best of Us Investors tribe, which is probably this week going to surpass the 20,000 subscriptions, and probably 200,000 people who watch the videos but don't subscribe. Within that group, there's somebody who's in the home security business. And it was evident to them that, or maybe they even, because I got to believe that Google has been doing this negotiation with ADT for probably 30, 60 days. But that's where the real growth opportunity in the future is going to be for us as investors. The IPO isn't going to be it. First of all, they control that within the big houses, and you and I don't get an opportunity. So we have to take our strength, and our strength is in numbers, and leverage that to our advantage. And so what it is you and I and the other eventually million members of the tribe have to take our knowledge and say, this is going to happen. And one of those areas is I have a pretty strong knowledge of real estate. And I've been beating the drum for the last year now that Amazon is going to buy Zillow. Because, and not that Amazon wants to get into the home buying business. I think they would like to get into the insurance business on that side. of homeowners insurance and auto insurance. But no, what they really want is to put that Alexa in every home in the United States so that they can gather the data that is produced through that voice activating operating system and then turn that into the huge database that they would have in the cloud, which is their future. So I believe, in fact, at one point last year, Amazon created a relationship with Realogy, which is one of the largest brokerage firms. They own Best Housekeeping and I think Remax and a number of others. But that didn't work out. They broke it up because, and I know this because I am in the industry, because the real estate industry is so fragmented. All of your agents are so independent. They don't follow orders, and they aren't predictable. So that didn't work out. And a smart home really becomes a smart home where every appliance and every toilet and every shower and everything in that house is on 5G. I mean, that's when Google, Amazon, and Apple are going to race to turn your home into their smart home. The other element then is going to be smart health. We know that Google bought Fitbit. We know that Google has a division, in fact, the fastest growing division in Google. It's Google Health. It was a group of some 50 people. They are now some 500 people in Google, reporting directly to the CEO. And Google is going to be making acquisitions in the health field. Live and Go is going to be acquired by either Google, Amazon, or Apple as part of their entry and domination into smart health. I'm convinced of that. I am sorry I backed out of Live and Go because it continues to go up, but I think they're a target. And they're lucky if they're a target. Otherwise, someone will just duplicate them. But that's where the world is going. Now, we know of Apple Watch. We know that Apple is very strong into their wearables because we every once in a while go to Patently Apple, a website which shows us the patents that Apple are taking into the patent office, and an awful lot of them are around wearables. They want my T-shirt to be measuring my sweat, my heart rate, everything, feeding it into the cloud, analyzing it, and then communicating with me about my health, either through my watch or through my phone or the chip that Elon wants to put in my neck. So my challenge to you as a member of the Best of Us investors is take your area and become the scout, if you will, for who Google, Apple, Amazon, Microsoft are going to buy next, because that's where the real value is. When I saw this ADP shoot up 100% in one day by the fact that Google bought 6.6 of them, I said to myself, my gosh, that's the future. I don't need to be looking for a new startup growing in the weeds. I just need to know who these behemoths, the people, and Facebook needs to be added to that too, who they're going to buy next. Because if you can take a stock from an 100% increase in price in one day, because one of these guys bought you, my God, we need to be tracking these people. We need to be, and when anybody pulls out of the Google, Amazon, Apple, Facebook office, we need to be following them and find out where they're going, because that's where the fortune's going to be made. So that's where I want to go with this. I get some requests for doing some more technical analysis. I don't want to do that. I don't. This is where the gold mine is. Follow the miners. Follow, and the miners, we know who the miners are, and there are only 6 of them. So just follow them. And you, with the numbers, we can win at this game. So if you aren't a member of the tribe, subscribe, ring the bell so you get notified, although you don't need to get notified. I put out at least one video a day. And then sign up for Best of Us Investors. I'm getting involved in Twitter. I'm beginning to feel a little bit like Donald Trump. I got on Twitter, and when I saw what was happening with ADP, I'm getting more involved in Instagram. All those links are down in the subscription. So what I want to do is give you my information as easily as I can, as quick as I can, and then I want to share your information with those same people. It's like what if tomorrow I got an email that says, "Hey, this is a incognito email, but within the next 3 days, Amazon's going to announce they're going to buy Zillow." I want to get that information to you. We're going to do it through text. We're getting that set up. But subscribe to my Twitter, subscribe to my Instagram, and let's bring this tribe together. This is a lot of fun.